G'day folks, welcome back to another update for natural gas. Here we have the three charts for monthly, weekly and daily, and we're showing the trend here for the monthly. It's still bearish. The CCI is still below its moving averages, giving us a bearish signal. Likewise the price. On the weekly, it's broken up into that moving average range, giving us a neutral signal, and on the daily it's still bearish, although notice there's a slight retrace to the upside on the daily. Now, as you know, my rule is we always trade in the direction of the higher time frame. So if you're trading on the daily, we trade in the direction of the weekly, which means at the moment you don't go long or short until we see the weekly break above or below this CCI 150. Going to the hourly chart, though, if you're trading on the intraday, using the daily here as a reference, again, we're still bearish, although there is a retrace back towards that moving average range. So we might see it go neutral in the coming hours or days. And that's probably a result of this bullish divergence. We've got higher lows on the CCI versus lower lows on the price, and at the minimum it retraces back to the 23-38% level, and that's what it's done here. And if I drew a Fibonacci retracement between that range, you can see there the 23-38% level has been hit exactly. Now it could bounce back down from there possibly, or it could actually go higher. We can't tell at this stage. It's a bit too early to tell, but do remember the monthly, weekly and daily are predominantly bearish on the trend, so avoid going long until we see, on the daily at least, it break above that moving average range. BOIL continues its downtrend on the monthly. There's no CCI for it, but you can see there very clearly the price is still falling quite substantially. On the weekly, however, we do have bullish divergence. That's a very long-term bullish divergence since the start of 2023 versus lower lows on the price. So that gives us some ray of hope that it may actually bounce from there. But at the moment, there's still a bullish movement on the CCI versus a downward motion on the price chart. On the daily, it's still bearish. It's below the moving average range, and that is in alignment with this bearish move on the price as well. It bounced off that minor resistance at 1103, and it's coming back down towards this key support at 814 on the daily. Now, if we go to the hourly chart, again, taking only short trades from this point, you would have been wise to take short trades. If I draw the short arrows, you would have been started going short from that point there, and that would have closed out now once that CCI broke into that moving average range. Or if you're trading on the price alone, when that price broke above that EMA 9 or into that moving average range, that was where you would have taken your profits, and that would have been a nice little short trade to take. KOLD is still trending in line with the bullish trend. You can see there's no CCI on the monthly, although it's broken above on the moving averages of the price chart on the monthly. On the weekly, this is similar to BOIL. It's actually got a bullish divergence versus lower lows on the price, and it actually bounced from there and still making recent highs from the last few months, at least since that bullish divergence appeared, and that's still playing more on the bullish side on the weekly. On the daily, it's still bullish. It's above the moving average range, and it's approaching this resistance at 85.10. Now, to get more bullish, I'd like to see a break above that point there, but at this point, cautiously going long on the intraday, or even if you're trading on the daily. Remember, you only trade in the direction of the higher time frame. The weekly is bullish, so you can trade on the daily going bullish as well. If we go to the hourly chart, you only take long trades, I should say, not short. So putting in the long arrows there, in alignment with the daily, you would have taken those long trades when it breaks above those moving average ranges, and you would have taken your profits when it broke in that moving average range at that point there. So you would have entered there when the CCI breaks above the moving averages, and the price does, and then when it breaks below the moving averages of the price chart, you would have taken those profits. And lastly, UNG on the monthly, it's still bearish. It's below the moving average of the CCI and the price, so bearish on the monthly. We did have and still do have a bullish divergence there on the CCI on the weekly versus lower lows on the price, and that price is still declining, so avoid going long until we see a significant break to the upside. And on the daily, it's also bearish. It's still below the moving average of the CCI, and you can see there it's coming close to this support at 1257 after bouncing off that resistance at 1520. On the hourly, if you're trading on the intraday time frame, taking short trades only, and if we put in those short arrows again, that's where you would have taken the last trade and closed it out when it broke into that moving average range. So remember, we only trade in the direction of the high time frame, so I only take short trades during this period. You would not have taken the long trades in that period because the price would have still been bearish at that point. So if you got value out of the video, hit that like and subscribe button. Support us more on Patreon. where we do weekly scans of bullish shares. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.